Hello, fellow waffles. This is Sidrigan here, and today I have a special challenge that I'm going to do. I don't think anyone else has done this before, but I don't know. I haven't seen anyone do it before, but in case someone else has, I'm not going to take credit. But the video idea for today is Wings of Fire, but the tribes are generated from an AI tool. So basically, if you don't already know, AI has created this program where you can put in a description and it will create you an image. And how it does this is it very quickly, like within a few seconds, looks on the internet and picks out some of the words from your description and looks up images of those. And then it combines all these images together to create one image that matches your description. So that's what we're going to be doing today, but with Wings of Fire tribes. And I use this tool called HotPoA, so you can go to that website if you want to generate stuff of your own, or I will link it in the description if I remember to. Also, another thing to note is that all the descriptions that I'm using for the video are the descriptions that were in the thing in the front of the book. I forgot what it's called. It's like Dragon's Guide to the World of Period or something like that. But yeah, all of my descriptions are from there. So I did not create my own descriptions. I just used the descriptions from the book. And I edited a few words to like make grammatical sense. So we're also going to be going in order of the book. So we're going to be starting with the Mudwings. So for my description for the Mudwings, it is a dragon with thick armored brown scales, amber and gold underscales, and a large flat head with nostrils on top of the snout. And for the image that they gave us this, which I'm going to be grading these off of, like, accuracy to what I said, and also just, like, overall appeal. I think this is pretty accurate to what I said. The head isn't really that flat. Like, it's flat, like, at the top, but it has, like, all those spikes on it, so, like, I don't really know. And it got the colors right, because it's, like, amber and gold. So, yeah. I think it's pretty accurate, but, I mean, it obviously doesn't look like a Mudwing. I think it would have been better, though, if it was a little bit more brown or maybe, like, a little bit more orange, you know? So, yeah. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst on this list either. So, yeah. Next, we're going to have our Sandwings. And for the Sandwings, I said, a dragon with pale gold and white scales, the color of desert sand, a poisonous barbed tail, and a forked black tongue. And they gave us this picture. So, this is one of the worst ones. One, it doesn't have wings, which, like, technically, in the description I didn't say anything about the wings, but I would assume that a dragon would have wings unless I, like, specifically specified that it didn't, so there's that. I also said a forked black tongue, and that tongue is clearly, like, peach-colored. It is not black. So, yeah. And I don't even know what's going on with the tail in this picture. Like, it looks like it has that circular shape of its body right there. And then it also has, like, the tail going behind it. Like, I don't know what's happening to its tail. So, overall, this one's just, like, not very great. But, whatever. I think this is probably one of the worser ones out of the other ones. So, next we have Seawings, which I said, a dragon with blue, green, and aquamarine scales, webs between their claws, gills on their neck, and glow-in-the-dark stripes on their tail, snout, and underbelly. And this is the picture that they gave us. I think they did a really good job with, like, the colors, because it definitely has the blues, the greens, and the aquamarines that I mentioned in the description. But the other stuff is kind of, like, lacking in. First of all, it has, like, a very weird, like, shape. I don't know, like, it's a very unnatural shape. And the gills on the neck, I think it did, like, wings instead, so now it just has, like, these wings coming out of the neck, which is kind of weird as well. And, yeah, I said for the glow-in-the-dark stripes, but I don't think it has any of those. But we also don't see its tail or its underbelly, which are more of the places where the stripes are, and, yeah. But next, we're going to move on to the Skywings. This one has a shorter description, so it's just a dragon with red, gold, and orange scales and enormous wings. And I think it really delivered on this because it has the red, gold, and the orange, and it has the really big wings. So even though this doesn't look like a Skywing, like how we would imagine it from the books, it definitely looks like how I described it to look. So that's just another way to show like how different people can interpret different things, you know? If we weren't given the beautiful Joy Ang visuals in the novels, then some of us may have different ideas on how these different dragons look. And next we have Rainwings. I really liked the Rainwing one. It said, a dragon with scales that constantly shift colors, usually bright like birds of paradise, and a prehensile tail. So we don't see the tail, but the rest of it, like, gives such great vibes. Like, I didn't say anything about the Rainwing frill, because for some reason that was not in the book's description, but it gave us that frill, which was, like, really good. And it also just gave us, like, all those nice tropical colors, and I think part of the reason why I like this one so much is it just naturally came out like how Glory would look. So it has like those greenish blue colors for like the top scales, and then like the orangish colors for the under scales, which is how Glory looks. So I really, really like this one. I also like the next one, which is not Skywings, Icewings. And for Icewings, I said, a dragon with scales that are silvery like the moon and pale blue like ice, rigid claws to grip the ice, a forked blue tongue, and a tail that is narrow to a whip-thin end. So I think the tail definitely narrows right there. It definitely has those nice ridged claws. I can't really tell what's going off the claws because like one hand has 4 claws and the other hand has 5 claws. I don't know what's going on right there. It does have that nice like blue icy color, which is really good. And then another thing is, in the description, it doesn't say anything about, like, the spikes, but, like, usually us artists envision the Icewings with, like, lots of spikes, so I'm really good that it gave it so many spikes. That's really cool. Next, we have the Nightwings, and this is a dragon with purplish black scales and scattered silver scales on the other sides of their wings, like a night sky full of stars, and a forked black tongue. So I was thinking to myself before I generated this one, if it gets the stars underneath the wings perfectly right, then it is golden. And it did. It looks amazing. It has that nice purple color, and it has like all those little silvery scales underneath the wings, making it look like a beautiful galaxy. I just love this one. I think this might be my favorite one out of all of them. Even though it doesn't look the most like a Nightwing, it definitely looks like how the description said. And it definitely looks amazing. It's like pure eye candy, guys. Next, we have the Hivewings, which also didn't turn out that great. But the description for this one wasn't that great either. It was just a dragon with red, yellow, and orange scales mixed with some black and 4 wings. So it definitely doesn't have 4 wings, but also it has all the reds, oranges, and yellows, like how it was described. And it also has the black. So, the weird thing is, it describes Silkwings as butterflies, but it never specifically describes Hivewings as, like, bees, even though that's what we see them as because of the covers and stuff. So, the AI did not know to make it a bee, so that's why this one looks so different than how we imagine it to be, because it did not know that it was supposed to be a bee. Next, we have the Silkwings, speak of the devil. A dragon with 4 huge wings, as beautiful and gentle as butterflies, with scales in all colors under the sun except black. So, this one I think is also, like, not very accurate, because I specifically said all colors underneath the sun. Which, I guess if you combined all colors it would make brown, but, like, that should be cues to make it be a rainbow. And it's definitely not, like, a rainbow, so it's definitely very drab and boring with its brown scales. Looks more like a mudwing to me. And also the fact that I said 4 huge wings, and it just has 2 wings, and butterflies, and it does not look like a butterfly. That thing murdered the butterfly. That is not the butterfly. And lastly, of course, we have the 10th tribe, which is the Leafwings. And for these, I said, a dragon with green and brown scales and wings shaped like leaves. So the Leafwings are definitely the best of the Pantalan tribes. It definitely has that good brown and green color scheme. And the wings actually do kind of look like leaves. Like, not in this shape, but just like if you look closely at the veins on the wings, then they do kind of look like leaves, which is really cool. So overall, I think the AI did a pretty good job. There's definitely parts where it can improve on listening to my instructions. It's a very bad child. It does not listen to me. But yeah, AI is a really cool thing, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already, and just experiment with it, because it can be cool for making dragons, like how I just did. I really like to use it for making, like, characters for, like, books and stuff. But yeah, you can use AI for anything. There's also, like, AI writing stuff. It's not just AI art, but AI art is, like, really popular. So, that's cool. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you like my content, because I post lots of Wings of Fire stuff for my beloved waffles. Stay perky, guys. See you later. Love ya.